Hi everyone, this is Boogest Reviews, and today I'm back again with another May the 4th review. So today I'll be reviewing the Star Wars The Black Series General Leia figure. So before we take a look at Leia, let's take a look at the accessories that she comes with. So first up, it's not really an accessory because it's meant to go on her, but it is removable. She's got her vest right there. And as you can see, it does have a slight texturing to it. But it is cast in just this purple color. And it's very rubbery, so you can get it on and off pretty easily. It's not as hard as some of the other figures. So, to put the vest on, you just kind of have to put her arms back like that and work it on. Once you get it past her hands, it's really easy to get on. But there's that. And then she comes with this blaster. Or this blaster pistol, I should say. And this one previously came with the 40th anniversary Princess Leia figure. And also the just normal Black Series Leia figure. And this can fit into her right hand. It's meant to just fit in her right hand. And it fits very nicely. And it looks pretty good, even though we don't see her use this in the movie. I do have her displayed with this, just because it looks pretty cool. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the head sculpt of the figure. So for the head sculpt, again, I think it looks really good, but it kind of suffers from the same thing that Rey did. It could use a little bit of better face paint, or, painting on the face, like on the eyes and everything. But for the most part, it does look like Carrie Fisher. That's the only thing. It could use a little bit more paint detail. But it does look like her. Like, you can tell who it's supposed to be. And if it had a little bit more paint on it, I think it would look just like her if they used the face printing tech. And the hair is sculpted nicely. The braids lose a little bit of the sculpting on them. They're a little smooth right there. But it looks pretty fine. And it's kind of a... Her hair is painted with a kind of brownish gray. So, if you look at it, you can see a little bit of brown and a little bit of gray, which I thought was a nice touch to it. And there's her outfit. Now, her whole body, like her arms and her torso and her legs, are all cast in this gray plastic, this flat. Well, I suppose it is kind of shiny, but it's cast in this gray plastic. The only thing that's painted on is her belt buckle right here, and her bell, which looks very glossy, like real leather, so that's pretty good. And Hasbro actually sculpted on her ring right there, and it doesn't look the greatest, but I'm glad that Hasbro did include that instead of just painting it on. They actually took the time to sculpt it on. And then there are her boots, which have that flat brownish gray, and then the glossy brown right there on the buckles and belt loop right there. So yeah, that's about all to go over with this figure. But like I said, I've had it for a while, and I wanted to do a Star Wars review, so I thought, why not do both of the figures I've been wanting to review for a while? Why not just do them today? So now I'm going to go ahead and go over the articulation. She's got a ball-jointed head that can look down all the way. Can't look back at all because of her collar right there. She's got ball-jointed shoulders that can move out that far. She's got single-jointed elbows that are on swivels. But her arms can bend in very far. She's got swivel at the wrist that can move side to side and up and down. And on this hand, it's this up and down movement and side to side. She's got a ball-jointed diaphragm that can't move back at all. Even without this on, it's still the same because it's very soft. And it can't really move down at all, but it can move side to side. I think I would have just preferred Hasbro to give her a waist swivel, She can do a complete split, which that surprised me because I didn't figure you'd be able to get any articulation out of her hips. But you can. You can get her doing a complete split. She can kick forward all the way. She can kick back all the way. She's got swivel at the thigh, double jointed knee, swivel at the ankle, and an ankle rocker. So this is another great figure. And like I said, I'm not sure if it's hard to find. I actually said that in the previous review. I'm not sure if this is hard to find or not. It was pretty easy for me to find. And the ones that should be easy to find are hard to find for me. But I really like this figure. You know, it's really nice. And another thing I wanted to point out is even though this was released for The Last Jedi, this is her in her The Force Awakens outfit. She actually had like a big dress thing on for The Last Jedi. I was hoping Hasbro might make one of those of her, but they didn't. So I think this is probably the last Princess Leia figure we'll get, you know, because of everything that happened. And I'm very happy with it. You know, I think it is a good figure. So now let's do some size comparisons. Here she is next to Rey. There. Here she is next to Chewbacca. And he is way taller than her. She looks very, very small compared to him. Here she is next to C-3PO, 3CPO. And I think the height difference is pretty good. These titanium figures are supposed to be bigger than the normal 6-inch figures. But I think this scales pretty nicely. He does want to look down, but, you know, it's because he's very heavy. Here she is next to her son, Kylo Ren. I'll just go ahead and hold him up here. And he is taller than her as well. And then finally, here she is next to my Poe Dameron. I customized him a little bit. I put a different head on him because the head that he came with was terrible. Like his eyebrow, like this is the, what head is this from? Oh, it's from the Bruce Banner figure from Age of Ultron. And on the Poe's head, the actual Poe figure, the eyebrow was right here, and another one was clear up here, and it was a unibrow, and his eyes just looked like somebody melted them out of his face. Yeah, it was terrible, so I just had to find a replacement. This doesn't look a whole bunch like Oscar Isaac, but it's definitely better than what it came with. So, that's my review of the Star Wars General Leia figure. And I would highly recommend getting it, because like I said, I don't think that we'll probably get another 6-inch Princess Leia figure. I could be wrong, but, you know, like I said, with everything happened, I think this probably will be the last one. So I would highly recommend getting it. So that's my review. And if you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.